In the middle of a dark, quiet room, filled only by the sounds of humming machines, a figure floats, suspended. She, iCEY, has no memories, no past. Memories to her are not important. Her existence only serves one purpose: to kill Judas. That wicked devil, the bringer of the apocalypse. No matter how many difficulties or obstacles she will face, iCEY understands that she must accomplish her mission. Destroy Judas. In the darkness, iCEY awakes. iCEY has left the laboratory. She understands that as long as she follows the arrow, she will... Oh, more soldiers sent by Judas to stop iCEY. Kill them. iCEY reaches a quiet hill, illuminated by light dancing off of the lake below. She is at peace. There seems to be a console that will activate the... iCEY slips off the edge of the cliff. iCEY is absolutely positive that the only way to cross the ravine is by activating the photon bridge. A disgusting swamp rests, unmoving, in front of iCEY. She must carefully jump across. iCEY arrives in the moonlight forest. In front of her waits Wait, where's the bridge? Right, just keep following the arrow. Whoa, what? How did you come in here? Something's wrong here. iCEY arrives at an unnamed town. There is not a soul in sight. iCEY searches around the house for a trace of someone, a mark of some presence. It seems as if everyone has been wiped out. The culprit? Most likely Judas. iCEY decides to head deeper into town, not hesitating to follow the arrow. iCEY ignores yet another arrow and selfishly continues on her own path. What iCEY doesn't realize is that unless she defeats Thor in the village, Ultimopolis gates will refuse her entry. The gates to Ultimopolis are closed, just as promised. iCEY has completely, totally, and unnecessarily wasted her time. Her only option is to follow the arrow. Here, in this place. iCEY ignores the warehouse in the distance and continues to follow the arrow. iCEY enters the warehouse that is completely devoid of any living creature, just like the attic. Are you kidding me? Ugh. Again? Can't you just follow the arrow? At least once? Well, this level was never finished. Do you realize how much inconvenience I've suffered trying to make a successful game? A few flaws, a few bugs here and there. It's normal. Like this place. I never finished applying the colors. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're thinking. In reality, it's really difficult to make a game, and it's very easy for problems like this to appear. Just wait a minute. I know you don't trust me. I'll just have to show you. Welcome to the archive room. All of my prototypes are stored here. When making a good game, fun gameplay is of utmost importance. I've been iterating on prototypes for over 10 years. Can you believe it? That's an entire decade. Here, let me show you my first prototype. This is a very early version of the game. You could change to a long-range weapon so that you could use both melee and ranged attacks. But then I thought, who in their right mind would care for such an amazing weapon? No player would want it. Not a single one. So, in the end, I completely abandoned this prototype. That brings us to the second version. In the second version, there was a sort of mix between the demonic enemies and the player. You could absorb the enemy's powers and use them for your own. But then I ran into a big problem. Cost. Don't you think it would be a waste to spend so much time on making such a complicated game, only to run out of cash halfway through development? After all, games do need to make money. So I cut this version as well. Unknowingly, 10 years flew by in the blink of an eye. With all the effort I spent, I think a few scattered bugs or missing features are entirely acceptable. I just want you to understand me and empathize with me. I sacrificed so much trying to make this a fun experience for you. I spent 10 years of my youth on this. Even if you're not entirely enjoying the experience, don't you think you could give the game a 5-star rating? Like this. Besides, who's gonna dig this deep into a game? The visuals are stunning, buy it. The producer is famous, buy it. There's so many reviews, buy it. I thought that's all people considered when buying a new game. Like a machine spewing out cash. Do you really beat all the games you buy? Games are about entertainment. Don't place too much value on a few mishaps here and there. People will still buy the game even if the servers are bad. People will still buy the game if there are bugs. So, man, why not buy another? iCEY has left the laboratory. She understands that as long as she follows the arrow... Oh, more soldiers sent by Judas to stop iCEY. Kill them. iCEY reaches a quiet hill, illuminated by light dancing off of the lake below. She is at peace. There seems to be a console that will activate the photon bridge. What? How did... A disgusting swamp rests, unmoving, in front of iCEY. She must carefully jump across. iCEY arrives in the Moonlight Forest. In front of her waits Wait, where's the bridge? Right, just iCEY jumps down. It seems like this is an old sewer. This place is littered with wreckage. iCEY feels that this place wasn't always a sewer. Then who is to blame? Judas. iCEY jumps down into a giant cavern. iCEY discovers a hidden room. iCEY opened the treasure chest and turned back to follow the arrow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, God. All that's waiting is just an empty room. See? I told you. There's nothing here. Why did you bother coming? Oh, I know. Your hearing must be bad. Wait for a second. That is enough! I don't want to have to remind you every single time, but this world is depending on you. That wicked devil must be destroyed. You still have much to do. Why do you insist on wasting time here? I've always believed people should be a little more trusting and a lot less pompous. But you haven't even given me the chance to show my true genius. I don't get it. I don't understand at all. There's nothing here. Not even monsters for you to practice killing. What sort of temptation could an empty room like this have for you? Could it be that you're absolutely terrible at using a controller? Or that your cat has taken over for you? No, it can't be that. Cats could listen to instructions better than you. Your behavior is completely illogical. Is it that hard to follow an arrow? Why aren't you paying attention? Well, I'm furious. Furious! That's it. I'm not saying another word until you get out of this room. I swear it. That's right. What? What are you doing back here? What's the meaning of this? Didn't I say there was nothing here? You are infuriatingly insolent. Well, I'm furious. Furious! That's it. I'm not saying another word until you get out of this room. I swear it. Dum bum dum bum 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 What? Wait, does that mean you wasted all this time in this room just to get a trophy? I really have nothing else to say to you. I truly do not understand why someone would play a game just to earn trophies. Are you one of those mythical achievement addicts I've heard so much about? You're like a bull rushing towards a red cloth, not knowing what awaits on the other side. Give me a second. Ah, I see. Let's try again. A trophy. A trophy! Ugh. So it's like that, huh? You don't care what happens next, right? All you think about is get this trophy, get that trophy, 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 trophy. You don't even care about the story or the content that I've prepared for you for the rest of the game. Your mission isn't to kill Judas. It's to get all the trophies. Am I wrong? So this is what you call fun, yeah? You really think a trophy can entertain you? You're just looking for more trophy points. You know how that makes us game producers feel? You're rendering the content we make completely meaningless. You think playing a game for this petty reason is fun? You just want to show off to the other players, to make yourself feel big, mighty, and important. You're probably not even paying attention to what I'm saying. You don't realize how useless a trophy really is. Maybe you need a little stimulation. Maybe once after you collect all these damn trophies, you'll move on to accomplish your real mission. You have no idea how much time I spent making these enemies and stunning animations. And you just care about these trophies. If I had known that, I would have made some easy farming game and not bothered spending time on battle animations or plot development. Just you wait. My revenge is just beginning. Wait for... iCEY jumps down. It seems like this is an old sewer. This place is littered with wreckage. iCEY feels that this place wasn't always a sewer. And who is to blame? Judas. iCEY jumps down into a giant cavern. iCEY follows the arrow through and passes through the gate. iCEY senses that the key to her escape is somewhere in front of her. iCEY discovers a special treasure chest. A strange mark flashes across her eyes. iCEY's dash ability has grown stronger. She can probably even escape from this damned underground labyrinth. iCEY decides to immediately return to Although it's a sewer, this place seems as if it could be incredibly clean, if it weren't for the sewage. What could cleanse this place? iCEY defeats Gorger and senses that the exit. iCEY arrives at an unnamed town. There is not a soul in sight.